you can trust. Lloyd's Construction and Consulting is a family-owned company built on honesty, quality, and dedication to the customer's true needs. Experts in residential and commercial construction, with over 30 years of experience, their team makes it easy. So don't start your project without giving the pros at Lloyd's a call. Lloyd's Construction and Consulting, providing first-class construction services. LloydsConstruction.net.
You're already getting the lowest prices on tires at Tire Outlet. Why not add a $70 gift card too? Mike Dempsey here, and reminding you that Tire Outlet is an authorized Yokohama dealer. So buy a set of 4 select Yokohama tires and you'll receive up to $70 on a Visa prepaid card or a Visa virtual account. It's the Yokohama summer rebate offer now through July 5th. Get up to a $70 rebate. More rebates and info at TireOutlet.com.
Tire Outlet.
It's been a challenging year, and exceptional people have risen to the occasion. Now's the time to recognize them. Know someone who's making an impact in our community? Nominate them to be this year's TIAA Bank Community Champion. Each winning nominee will receive a $1,000 donation towards their cause, and will share their story with the world. Visit TIAABank.com/community champion for details, terms, and conditions. The deadline to nominate is June 26th. Visit TIAABank.com/community champion.
When it comes to hunting and fishing,
that's some pretty fancy shooting down there.
They live the life.
Look at this beast.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnik Chevrolet Outdoor Show. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Joe Butler at Black Creek Outfitters. Unfortunately, due to things beyond our control, we have suspended normal business hours. So we are going to a shop by appointment model. Please call us at 904-645-7003 or email us and we will set up a time for a one-on-one consultation with one of our staff. We are also setting up curbside pickup and delivery for most products. Thanks for your support, the Butler family of Black Creek Outfitters.
Well, if you've ever had problems at home with plumbing, you know that it's not just a little luxury. It's essential for your home and your well-being. Prosser here to let you know Fenwick Plumbing remains on call, staffed, and here to help. Fenwick is more than your neighborhood's local plumbing team. They're your neighbors, too. Fenwick, an essential, locally owned and operated business. They've been operating throughout this coronavirus scare and continue to. Ready to manage all your home plumbing repairs with the same care you've trusted for over 50 years. That care includes frequent hand washing, disinfectant on surfaces and tools, gloves when available, famous shoe covers and drop cloths. You can call now. Call Fenwick in an hour. Call Fenwick anytime, and you'll speak directly with an award-winning Fenwick customer service rep based right here in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll get $50 off any repair when you call now. Just one more way Fenwick keeps your comfort simple for now and for always. $50 off your next repair. Mention me, Jeff, when you call 660-0556 or visit FenwickPlumbing.com. That's FenwickPlumbing.com.
Diamonds Direct celebrates the reopening of our local economy with our most amazing offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing with no money down on anything and everything. Yes! Now for a limited time, including Memorial Day, Diamonds Direct is doing our part to help you get back to normal and celebrate your love like never before. Our prices and values are the best ever. Our showcases are fully stocked, and we're letting you buy now with nothing down, and you can spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. Been putting off that engagement? Get her a $6,000 designer ring now and pay just $100 a month. Did you miss celebrating that anniversary? How about a $3,000 Diamond Eternity Band for just $50 a month? Summer is the season for love, and we're doing all we can to make this summer one to remember with exceptional values, extra selection, and the most exceptional finance opportunity. 5 years, 0 interest on approved credit. And yes, we are open Memorial Day. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
To help stop the spread of COVID-19, keep the economy going, and help those in need, Zero Res is offering 25% off all services. That's cleaning carpet, area rugs, tile and grout, upholstery, everything. 25% off everything. We also ask that you submit someone that you know that is in need. Zero Res will clean the carpets in the home of one family in need each day, absolutely free. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Beaver is open for business, and we're here to recover together. We understand the importance of community, so Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are supporting local businesses. With the purchase of every vehicle, you will support a local business and receive a $200 gift card of your choice. Buy a car, support a local business, and help us recover together.
Plus, Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are offering 0% financing or no payment for 6 months.
Visit beavercares.com for more information on how you can support the recovery of our community together.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back to the program. This is The Drill at 748. Good morning, Jacksonville, hanging out on a Friday. Now, listen, I've made it clear through the years that I am not Jeff's the valedictorian of the high school.
Thank you.
I graduated
Graduating class 31, by the way.
You're not a smart man, but you know what love is.
88th out of 900.
You did win the first semester GPA contest.
I did. I did get kicked out of the National Honor Society, something to be proud of.
Hold on, back up.
Mm-hmm.
You got kicked out of the National Honor Society?
Yes.
Or were you like smoking under the bleachers?
I don't want to get into it, but that was a high school incident.
You can't drop that on the listening
I've
audience.
It many times.
Not one time has ever told us that you got kicked out of the National Honor Society.
I got kicked out of the National Honor Society in high school.
Wow.
Yes. I was a member, and then I was
honorable for
no longer a member.
I think now we're getting to some of the true picture of
Point being, I'm not Mensa over here. So when I talk about things that are not sports.
Wait, hold on. NHS, that guy's too dumb. Get him out of here. I don't think that's how it happened, friend.
When I talk about things that are not sports, I tend to make mistakes, and then the Googans pounce on us on the text line. Beef, I'm thinking back to the talk about guns we had with the semi-automatic.
We were quickly informed how dumb we are about guns and weapons
we were
in general.
Annihilated on that one. So this one, I'm
quickly out
giving you a precursor that I'm going to say some things that may sound stupid. I don't need you correcting me. I'm just telling you the story through Dan's eyes. That's all.
In other words, you're telling me that was somewhat polite, yet somewhat aggressive way. You're telling me to just shut up for a few minutes is what just happened there.
Oh, no, not you.
Okay.
This is for the Googan Nation.
Oh, you're saying you don't need you like out there in Googan Nation.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So yesterday.
I thought you were pointing to me, a valedictorian, in saying that.
Yesterday afternoon, I was at home preparing the television program for the evening, working.
By preparing, you mean
diligently.
Sportscast.
Working from home, yes. And the youngster came running down and said, "Dad, we got smoke. We got a fire." I'm like, "What?" I get out and I peek outside, and there's a plume of smoke.
Some serious.
I go, "Let's ride."
What was the color of the smoke then?
It was
Was it like
orangish
black
brown.
smoke or gray? Orangish brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thick.
Heroin, the color of heroin smoke. I don't know.
But it wasn't
So it was
spread
chasing
out.
the dragon.
It was thick, straight up. So off we go into the car.
Is it toward the front of the neighborhood or the back?
First question, where is it?
Yeah.
And you're trying to follow it, and you realize things about direction in your neighborhood that you probably never realized.
Especially you.
Being directionless.
You're a directionally challenged. We had one of those in my neighborhood once, did the same thing, tried to follow
I'm
it.
like, wow, I didn't know that this went that way. And anyway, it's fascinating. So I'm following the smoke, and I go, no, it's further down. But it's close. I mean, it's close. You got outside and you're like, oh, I smell smoke. So it was not in the bay, but the neighborhood in front of us, where I say, well, let's go in here. And we made the turn into the neighborhood in front of us, and we hit a street where all the parents and kids were out. And I knew we had stumbled onto something. Then I looked further down, and there were fire trucks.
Oh, now follow-up question, Dan.
Yes, sir.
The aroma of the smoke.
Yes.
Was it like noxious, or was it just kind of made you eyes water a little bit? Like
it wasn't noxious.
Okay.
It was smoky smoke.
Just like a bonfire.
It wasn't like rubber burning or something that has a nasty.
No, not rubber burning, but very thick. And when we got on that street, it was windy, and little ambers were.
Oh boy.
Oh,
the embers.
Yeah,
embers in the air.
Ambers.
That's
Ambers
what
again.
You want
Here's
the,
we go.
You want the celly on.
I'm rolling. It's not sports.
A lot of young girls running around. Ambers everywhere.
I see down the street, I think one of the firefighters is using one of the fire hydrants.
Oh, wow. It must be it was serious.
That's a serious.
So I roll down the window and I go, friend, where's the fire? He says, it's over here in the woods. I said, oh, that's good. But it was close enough towards the homes to make them nervous.
Well, I'm already relieved that this wasn't someone's house on fire.
So I turn back and I head back, and I alert the television station. And they say, "What do you see?" And I was telling them, and it turned out it was a
brush fire.
A fire in the woods.
Yeah.
Now, the wife did some investigative work.
Like
Kids are back there smoking weed.
Spontaneous
No.
fire or like a control burn?
She thought the rumor was, and again, I didn't ever look up what it was, so I don't know this. So again, please, we're just speculating
Terrorists.
and sharing. Yeah.
So Tyke out there burning
No,
ants?
it was one of two things. It was either A, there's some construction going on and somebody did something with the gas and boom, or maybe also mention that could be some homeless people doing some meth and an explosion
One of
back
the two.
there in the woods.
Either
I don't
or.
know.
Well, it wasn't an explosion necessarily. I mean, I don't think it's
perhaps
construction.
started the fire. I don't know.
Construction typically is not
Now
occurring
we may
in
be
the
able
woods.
to look that up, Beef. What started the fire yesterday in the Bay?
I think
Bay
the
area.
homeless camp would be my vote over construction crew in the middle of the
Now,
woods.
I had to take my son somewhere later, and there were fire trucks all along the bay on Pablo Bay on the street. And so we were going to the right, not to the left, so that was good. But there were some shots. But I saw one shot from a friend of my wife's, and from her house, she saw flames. And if you see flames from your house and there's woods behind your house, that's cause for concern, correct? Like, that's a little too close for comfort.
Sure. No, too close to home.
And then the other thing is throughout the afternoon, the smoke was it got bad. It got really bad.
Over at your house.
Oh, yeah. You step outside, and then the wind would come and it would be okay. And then it would come back again. It was weird. It was like, so I don't know why that happens. Is there a circular?
No follow-up on the report, Dan, just that it was a brush fire that was quickly contained.
It was a brush fire. The boys did a great job.
Yeah. They
dug some ditches around
that thing.
They
dug a tree line and
So
got it
it was
under
control
control.
burn.
Oh, yeah.
No,
it
they
was
got
not
it under
control
control.
burn.
It was a
They
brush
got
fire.
it under control.
They went out there and dug up a couple tree lines.
They showed why they're Jacksonville's finest. And I wondered if my young son, who was so excited about this, may have firefighting in his future. I don't know.
It says a full fire break line was plowed around the fire by 2 Florida Forest Service tractor plow
Hell
units.
yeah, they plowed it.
Boom, plow it.
I appreciate those guys, man. I
grinding.
It's smoky out there, man.
It must have been bad because a couple of the firefighters were sent to the hospital.
Were they?
Then they were quickly released, but
they got smoke inhalation.
I'm
Well,
guessing.
I would
guess you're right.
But yeah.
Three comments immediately on the text line designed by Lifetime
I
Enclosures.
don't want any corrections.
No, they all think Ryan started the fire.
Who?
Ryan. Did you just reference Ryan?
No one referenced Ryan.
I don't get it. 3 people in a row. I heard Ryan started the fire. Did Ryan start the fire? Who is Ryan? I thought I was guilty of this, as I often am.
Are they talking
You're
about
telling a
Gatsby?
story, I tune out for a couple.
Are they talking about Gatsby?
Huh? Oh, no. You're going to have to go to the text line and figure this out. Because I will often just tune
It's
you out
not
after a
me.
while. Your story, I lost interest once we knew where the fire came from. So I started looking at other things. And now the text line is Ryan started the fire. Ryan
listen.
started the fire. Who is Ryan?
Memo to the text line, guys. He doesn't go by that here. We call him Hacker.
I'm a sausage guy.
Yeah, no, I don't think they would call him Hacker. Yeah, they would say Ryan. So I don't know.
And I don't think he's an arsonist.
Wait, are we all confused?
Dan didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Who is Ryan? What just happened, Beef?
I don't know.
We're all here together.
It went over our heads.
Somebody said Ryan did something. What happened?
Is it
4? Now 4. Oh, the Office dude, they're saying. I did someone. What the hell?
Ryan
From
on the office? Did he start a fire?
Shame on you guys.
No,
this is your show.
No.
He's the temp guy in the office.
No, I understand that, but he didn't start a fire in the wood. I'm thinking about the woods. He started a fire
It's
in
an
the
office reference.
Yeah, that's
Shame on you guys.
That's a reach. No.
Well, apparently not. It's
No.
4 of the Googans went with it.
No. No one on the text line has watched The Office more than I have. That's not a jump at you. I'm sorry, it's just not.
I'm with you.
I'm not being, Wow, 3-day
Take it,
weekend's
Billy.
coming in. All American Friday on the train.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here. Gator fans, want news on your favorite team from insiders who've covered the program for decades? Looking for live conversations and analysis every day, all year from local personalities who bleed orange and blue? How about 2 weekly Gator podcasts? Find it on 1010XL or find it nowhere. 1010XL. Your Gator station. Always has been, always will be.
Slip and falls can be embarrassing, leaving you in pain and feeling like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. After a fall, document the scene by taking photographs. Make sure to get medical attention for any injuries you may have. If you've been injured in a slip and fall, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in Jacksonville.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is now offering online scheduling for new patient appointments for all of their physicians. Simply schedule your appointment on your cell phone, tablet, or desktop. JOI is the first orthopedic practice in North Florida to offer this feature to patients. To schedule your appointment online, visit joi.net and click on the button at the top of the page. If you'll be using insurance, be sure and have your information handy. JOI, where the pros go.
Hey, Hickett here for Nimnick Buick GMC. They're having a markdown madness sale, all inventory priced to move. Offering 0% APR for 84 months available on all new 2019 and select new 2020 models. Hey, you don't want to come out and visit us? Shop us and our over 200 pre-owned vehicles online at nimnickbuickgmc.com. That's NIMNICHT BuickGMC.com. We will deliver your vehicle to you at home. We are also offering pickup and delivery for service appointments. Look, Nimnick Buick GMC is the #1 Buick GMC dealership in Jacksonville, FLA. We have the most inventory and the best price guarantee. Nimnick has been serving and donating to our community for almost 8 decades, man. 79 years. No one cares more about the customers before and after the sale. Check out our YouTube channel to see what we are doing to keep you and their employees safe. GMC, we are professional grade. Need a car, need a truck, need an SUV? Go see our friends at Nimnick Buick GMC. The new name in Buick.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years.
This year has brought new challenges, but we've been tested before. Americans are tough and caring. Mike Merritt wants to thank everyone for pulling together, especially those on the front lines who maintain vital services. Mike Merritt is taking special precautions to keep you and their employees safe as well as comfortable. And as always, with Mike Merritt, there are never overtime fees. Whenever you need them, they're here for you. Visit merrittair.com.
Florida license number CACO 50384.
Though we're apart these days, we're sharing more. So, at Geico, we'd like to say thanks. Thanks for sharing your savage dance moves. Thanks for sharing your DIY haircut fails. Thanks for sharing your inner lip sync star. Now, it's our turn to share with the Geico Give Back, a 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies for current and new customers. Because we're committed for the long haul, the 15% credit lasts your full policy term. Visit geico.com/giveback for more info and eligibility.
Hey, Memorial Day weekend is here. Uh-oh, did you forget? What about the pet? We're open now. We can go here. We can go there. Someplace that you want to take your pets and make sure that they're going to have a vacation of their own. They'll be in paradise at Pet Paradise. Look, I have told you all the steps that Pet Paradise has taken to be there for you through all this. So a round of applause for them. It's not easy for these businesses that have stayed open for you guys. It's not all about the bottom line. It's about you provide a service that many people need or is essential, and Pet Paradise has really stepped up with all of the deep cleaning they've done, the curbside drop-off and pickup. Now back open. You can enter the lobby if you want. If you're not comfortable, you don't have to. But more importantly, there are still spots left for Memorial Day weekend, which is here, and they're filling up fast, but space still available. So if you are in a crunch and you need it, you need to go to PetParadiseRightNow.com. All services under one roof, terrific ownership, and a great group of people. You will like them at Pet Paradise. So go to Pet Paradise today.
Tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops with their Memorial Day sale happening May 22nd through the 25th. All Nike golf shoes are 25% off. Score an epic deal on Callaway's Epic Flash Driver, now only $349. Save big with the G400 driver, now only $249. Remember, the more you buy, the more you save, and receive up to 25% off all apparel. Edwin Watts Golf Shops Memorial Day sale happening May 22nd and May 25th. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee, serving golfers since 1968.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
With your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on B4 1010XL, this update brought to you by The Best Bet. Yesterday, the Jaguars agreed to terms with fourth-round draft pick Shaq Quarterman, linebacker out of Miami, product of Oak Leaf High School here on the First Coast. Meanwhile, another linebacker coming to the Jags is Cassius Marsh. He comes here as a free agent. And another rookie on the squad, first-round pick Caleb Chason, has caught Marsh's eye.
He seems real focused. He's not saying too much, and nothing that comes out of his mouth is a waste of words. So he's only been in a couple of meetings because he just got drafted not too long ago. But from what I've experienced, he's a mature young man, and I look forward to getting to know him better.
It's 70 degrees at 8:02, time and temperature, brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Sweet Friday! Good to be along with you guys, hanging out here on the drill. I was watching, you want to talk about, it's like this every year, though. The national championship game is always loaded with talent, future NFL talent, because they're usually two great programs. They have a lot of, I think they said there were 15 first-rounders. I was watching Deshaun Watson and Clemson beat Alabama last night. Alabama must be kicking themselves over that one, man. That was a tough one to lose. And they were up 14-0 on them. You forget that. Jalen Hurts took them down the field and gave them the lead, and then the Alabama defense couldn't stop Deshaun Watson, and then he threw the touchdown to Hunter Renfrow at game's end. But I was watching like Ronnie Harrison and Cam Robinson were both on that team, two current Jaguars. So I wonder where that loss ranked with those guys. And, in fact, they were interviewing Deshaun Watson, and Cam came up and congratulated him during the interview. So I just thought it was interesting to see all the different players, though. And they could not cover that Mike Williams kid, man. Watson would just throw the ball up to that big receiver for Clemson, who's now with the Chargers, and he would climb the fence and grab it. But, I don't know, I've enjoyed some of these Throwback Thursday games that they've had on of late.
I watched a throwback game last night as well.
Did you?
I went back to the more olden times of football, and you don't have to go back that far for 3 yards in a cloud of dust. I watched the thrilling 1992 contest. They called it the Snow Bowl, although it hardly snowed. It was Notre Dame Penn State I watched last night, Dan. 92 Notre Dame Penn State. The Irish pulled it out in the end. It was a battle of field goals, so 9-9 through 3.5 quarters. Kerry Collins against Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
Rick Mirer. Rick Mirer was the, number 1 pick, number 2 pick? What was he?
Myra went third, I think.
Seahawks. Yeah.
Was that Bledsoe number 1 that year? Is that what that was?
Yeah, and someone went in between them.
I think
in that draft. That was 93. Oh, no, he was second overall.
Yeah, second.
It went Bledsoe, Myra, and then Garrison Hurst third that draft.
Wow. But you watched that year, Rick Mirer had like 15 touchdown passes and 7 interceptions, and he was the second pick in the draft. That's at Notre Dame.
By the way, you want to talk about a regrettable moment in history. The New York Giants didn't have a pick in the first round that year. They forfeited it after taking Dave Brown with the first rounder in the 92 supplemental draft.
Oh, no. That'll hurt.
That
Beef, if you could fire up a bit of a music for me, I have what the kids like to call Shop Talk.
Oh.
Shh.
Shop Talk.
Shop Talk brought to you by the Old School Barber Shop. 3 locations around town. Look in the mirror right now, you fuzzy-headed so-and-so. You need a haircut.
Yes, I
I'm
do.
talking to you, Dan Nick, and head over to your
I'm trying to
local-
go Ryan Fitzpatrick, baby.
Are you? What is your plan right now with the hair, by the way?
I don't know. It's sort of become like a vision quest now because I've gone 70-plus days.
I'm kind of in the same boat.
I have kind of fast-growing hair. Like, I'll get haircuts like every
3 weeks.
3 weeks, probably. Is that normal?
That's about me, too.
Is that what people do? Okay. Well,
If it goes more than that, it becomes unmanageable.
Yeah, I'd like to get my eyebrows trimmed.
Well, you know,
my eyebrows
friend,
tend to get
well, all
bushy.
you have to do, friend, is get some scissors and just trim them up there.
It's risky.
What do you mean?
Can't let the butcher touch them either.
No, not the butcher. You do that yourself. You can handle that yourself. You have a mirror at home?
We do.
Okay, well, that'll help.
Mirror.
Yeah, if you're going to cut your eyebrows with your scissors.
It would go wrong.
The fact that
Something
you
would
have
go terribly wrong.
It's awful hard to mess that up, brother.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
I think that would get, I'd poke myself or cut myself.
Well, I thought with
I'll
this-
come in Monday with a big gash in my eyeball, and
then
what?
I thought with this edition of Shop Talk, brought to you by the Old School Barbershop, we could hit on the last 24 hours in the coronavirus storylines as it pertains to sports.
All right.
Okay. Did you see that ESPN called Captain Obvious and had him do a survey at the ESPN headquarters, and they've come up with this. This is groundbreaking. All
Okay.
right. A new ESPN study authored by Captain Obvious says that the loss of college football would cost $4 billion. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Well,
Man, that's some intense.
See, and we said the other day that Florida made $47 million.
Yeah.
I think you can probably do a quick times 65 if you just want to do Power 5.
Yeah, for
Got to
sure.
figure it out. So.
Well, so there's that. And that, by the way, would tie perfectly in hand with another last 24-hour coronavirus update that, well, what do you know? Suddenly almost all colleges and their athletes will be back on campus in June. Right?
I will say this. If ever there was a time for college football players, and speaking of that, that's a good thing you brought up, because Pete Thamel, I think that's his name.
It is.
Yahoo Sports wrote a
Used to
column
be,
yesterday about how
SI.
how recruiting is going to change. And his point was, and he talked to the number one quarterback who's being recruited in the country. I think its name is Caleb Williams. I'm not
Shop
positive.
Talk!
Him and his dad. And they were talking about how marketing is now becoming. His point is, now when they recruit kids, because of these rules that are coming about, and say, hey, this is the plan. This is how you can make $500,000 a year at our school. If you go there, you're only going to make $50,000 a year.
Oof. That was a real Pandora's box.
Think about that now. That's going to be part of the game here. That's going to be played here pretty soon. So that's something to keep an eye on. And I suspect that the colleges are going to have to hire people to help when they have, like Tim Tebow would have made millions of dollars, right?
Let me ask you a question when it comes to that. Rather than just open borders, guerrilla warfare when it comes to getting endorsements or marketing as a student athlete, should that opportunity only be allowed for the sports that don't have the option of going pro either right out of high school or after year one?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're a baseball player, should you be allowed to make money when really if you wanted to make money on your sport, you could go pro? You've made a decision, all right? I'll go pro later. I'm going to go to college now and be a student. Football is stuck because they don't have another option. You're not allowed to basketball. The new crazes. You go overseas and play if you want, or go to the G League now if you want. Baseball, you can always go pro out of high school. Football is the only one. It's the biggest money maker, and it's the only one where they don't give them any stake, any choice.
I want to stay on this because there's some interesting points. But let me make a couple of points that Thamel makes. After Caleb Williams chooses a school and begins to navigate his way through the sport, he'll be perhaps the most high-profile test case for the NCAA's new name, image, and likeness rules. They are expected to be in place by the time he's expected to take snaps in the fall of 2021.
Is he committed anywhere?
No. He's being recruited right now. He's
going to Florida,
Oklahoma, LSU, and Maryland.
Good for Maryland.
Top-ranked quarterback recruit in the country, 6'1", 200-pound, rising senior at Gonzaga High School in Washington, D.C. Williams will post workout videos on Twitter to his followers, promote his Gonzaga teammates and fellow recruits on IG.
Oh, it's basketball.
Followers, glimpses into his day-to-day life on Snapchat. No, he's a quarterback.
I thought you said Gonzaga.
Gonzaga High School.
Oh.
Williams sums up his social media philosophy this way. If you play well, get really good players at a high-profile college, things start flowing. So anyway, the specifics of how the NCAA's legislation will look won't be known for a few months. But what's already emerged in football and is of increasing importance to the next generation is the sprint to reach and cultivate an audience. The new arms race in college sports will revolve around helping players amass followers. That's a brand you're building, right? And how much money...
Which they're doing already.
Yeah.
You know, Zion was a brand by the time he got out of Duke.
Right. His son is the dad is well aware. The son is well aware of this. And so here's what somebody said. I envision a future where recruiting includes a presentation that you give to a kid. Here are the players that you are like, said a football administrator at a Power 5 school. Here's what they were able to generate on their own brand. Come here, you can make $500,000. Go there, you'll make 20% less.
This is opening some can of worms that you don't really think about when it happens. I think 5 years from now, Dan, this isn't going to be what kids expected. I think
Maybe
there's
not.
so many kids right now think they're going to be making $300,000.
Well,
You can go to pros and market. I don't think there's going to be this big rush to they'll be locally. They can pick up some scratch from Joe Car dealer.
Yeah, maybe.
But this big entity that these kids think they're becoming, college sports are not as popular, well known as pro, not even close.
Now, you talked about the $4 billion a year they would lose if there's no college football this year, right?
Yeah.
And here's what struck me though: this is such big business, and yet if they lose a year, they're out of business. I mean, what have they been doing with all this money that they've been generating?
Well, in fairness to these colleges, I do think that they've been giving them back to their university, their athletic association, their the academic side of it. So I don't think
paying
they're saving.
coaches $11 million a year, paying assistant coaches $750,000, paying
it's all
coordinators
relative.
$1.3 million.
Maybe if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be making $4 billion.
Maybe not.
So I don't know. That may have risen.
But is it a good business? Again, I'm not a business guy. This is I'm going.
I do find this
off
ironic.
Sports world. But is it bad business if you don't have? Look, I know how small businesses are, and I know how small businesses operate. I know that, this pandemic has killed a lot of small businesses and put a lot of guys on the ropes. I get that part. But if you're a big, giant, multi-billion-dollar industry, shouldn't you have the wherewithal and the stash in case of a rainy day that we'll be okay?
I think we're
dropping sports left and right in college right now.
The answer is yes, but I think there are probably a lot more rainy days that we're not aware of that stay off of the forecast per se. That not every school is operating at a plus. I'm sure that anyway. I had something in it.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Gone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Job
I just thought that's interesting in the terms of the business of college football and what's going on and with this, with what they're saying, and then also what Pete Thamel's saying about what's coming up in the future with these kids. Because, again, the one thing that, the girls lacrosse superstar is not going to make a ton of money.
And you know what? That's life, right?
It's Zion Williamson who's going to make money. Well, here's the problem with that. He's already going to make money.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. I've been more on the, and again, this is me, and you can disagree with me. I think that if you want to make money as an 18-year-old, then get a job. If you want to go to school and enhance your brand and get better, then go to college. I mean, look, there's some unfairness there, more so to other people, but you're not. I think the fairness line should include the fact no one's making you go to college.
Right.
It's like kids go to college to play college football, and then 3 years later, everyone complains, well, they should be getting paid. Well, then go take a job when you're 18 if getting paid is what you want, because this is true. If they ever pay college football players, they're going to be making like what they make if they work in the warehouse at Publix. They're not going to pay them tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It'll be interesting.
Now, again, that being said, I will offer you this. I found it kind of curious that Major League Baseball, if they lose their season with no fans, loses $4 billion.
Right.
And college football, if they lose their season, loses $4 billion. And I'm thinking to myself, well, golly, Major League Baseball pays that $4 billion back out to their players.
Yeah.
Where's college football, nothing. So it is interesting that here are two major business models, both going to lose $4 billion, and one of them is using free talent.
Yeah.
But I do think I think colleges get a bad rap from a certain standpoint in that, I don't think it's all just fat cats and not caring. I think it's hard. Look, whenever we started this, for every man's sport, you have to have a woman's sport. The bills just skyrocketed.
Well, if you're if you're a quarterback of a major university, if you're Kyle Trask, what's wrong with you hooking up with the boys at Palm Beach Autographs and going and doing a signing and getting paid some scratch for it?
I think nothing's wrong with that to me. I do think, though, at some point, dude, when your goal is that 100%, like I learned a phrase when I was a kid, Dan, that my parents told me. I tried to teach my kids, and I believe it 100%, so I don't ever grind on it. This is truth. Life ain't fair. Not everyone is going. We're not going to line step every single person with the exact same thing as the guy next to him or next door or across the street. It's just not how it is. So at some point, you're going to try and make it even more fair again, and then more fair again, and then more fair again. And so is it fair that, somebody's going to say, well, the quarterback at Duke's not getting any money. Why does the quarterback at North Carolina get this amount? And if your answer is he should have gone to North Carolina, then, my answer would be then you should have done something different than play college football. I don't know.
I just think, I don't know. I'm more,
There's a worm can going to get open, though. This ain't going to be some seamless. This is going to lead to just nonstop, especially early.
And part of it is because the NCAA is incompetent, and they don't know how to handle these types of things.
It's awful. It is probably too big for one group. The NCAA's time has passed. There's too many athletes, too many schools, too much to coordinate. You can't do it.
Right.
Turn it over to the conferences and leave it that way.
Yeah. Right.
The SEC, we're going to pay them. Hey, roll tide. Shop talk. All right. Let's see. More. Thankfully, for the optics at least, Major League Baseball, Players Association, and the owners have another proposal addendum. And luckily for them, it's not over cash this time. At least that's not screaming in the headline. Now it's the players want more frequent testing. It's been as much as several times per week for the COVID virus. The European pros aren't as anxious to get back over to the States until the middle of summer. Adam Scott, the latest. It was Lee Westwood yesterday said he wouldn't play. In other news, the tour yawned and said, see you when you get here. You think coronavirus is going to take down Pat Dye? That's Auburn football.
Yeah, God bless Pat Dye.
He ain't taking down Pat Dye. Pat Dye said, I got kidney issues. Coronavirus ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So he's in the hospital. They found out he had coronavirus because he has a kidney issue.
His son said he thinks he's going to be okay.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be making fun of it if that wasn't the thought up there. And good for Pat Dye at 80 years old. There ain't no death sentence for me. I'm going to play Auburn football.
Pat Dye was a heck of a football coach for Auburn.
And let's see, one other coronavirus-related issue here. Shop Talk, brought to you by the Old School Barbershop. The NHLPA board has voted on the 2014 conference-based playoff proposal. So now, when you say we voted, is it approved or we're waiting on the results, Beef?
No, they're going to vote on it.
They're going to vote on it. I hope they approve it. There have been some that don't like it.
Are they playing in one place? What's that?
I think they would split up the conferences in like two hubs to play it down.
Okay.
And basically, like the top teams, I think, would get the division winners would get buys, and then the bottom group the bottom 8 would play down for the last spots.
We are going to have a busy summer of sporting events here, trying to get all this stuff in here, aren't we? It's
going to be wild, man.
Awesome. But it's going to be very different. It's going to be odd.
But their plan is to play it down to 8 and then play the playoffs like you normally would with 7-game series.
Yeah.
And there are going to be some. I think there's like 8 buys too.
Yeah.
So the 16 will play, and then that 8 will wait, and then we'll be into normal playoffs.
Just give me a shot at the cup, Beef. Just give me a shot at drinking from the cup.
You're in the mix.
It says here the NHL likely will utilize 2 hub cities for its restart.
Is Jacksonville one of the hubs?
The NHL, it should be, explored using 4, quote, hub arena sites for the restart. Commissioner Gary Bettman said that 8 or 9 locations are under consideration. Why wouldn't Jacksonville? Florida is one of the, safer states, I would think.
Yeah. Not sure we have enough venues here.
What do you mean? We don't have any? Oh, they got to have more than one venue?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, we don't have more.
Well, yeah, I think their goal is to go to like some of these Canadian towns that have numerous small, hockey practice.
Canada was out, Dro, because of the travel. I don't think they can go to Canada. I could be wrong on that. I think it's got to be U.S. based. I think they're the issue like in what was it? One of the sports is going to restart. Like they're holding up because Toronto can't do anything. Whether that's the Raptors or. Anyway, we'll see. No one knows, really. It's all up in the air.
It's NHL, man.
Yeah, that's Shop Talk.
What are we doing?
Brought to you by the Old School Barbershop.
Really, no one knows.
I mean, we just want to see if the Rangers and the Blackhawks are in the playoffs, and we'll be happy. That's all. Because we didn't earn it.
Dan, between players being played, between now G League taking college players, I mean, are we in for like a shift in college athletes or no?
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at today's topic. What LeBron needs to accomplish to become a top 5 Laker player. hey, I think he needs to win an NBA championship. Hey!
He needs to play in just 3 or 4 years as a Laker, and then you remember LeBron James, and of all the Laker players, he would be like second or third. Maybe second, I guess. I mean, it's not what you do as a Laker that defines you, right?
Right. Now, I'm sorry, what was your question?
I have no idea. No one remembers either. Oh, I know. I mean, we could. Are we missing the early signs of like a complete just change in what we know of college sports? I mean,
is that coming, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, are we not identifying they're a major, almost like a semi-pro compartment to college athletics, a more clear delineation between Power 5 and non-Power 5? Because I really believe opening the Pandora box of marketing and allowing, it's just going to be more haves and have-nots. I mean, you're not going to get a marketing deal if you're at Southern Miss.
Yeah.
Or at Mississippi State you are. I mean, that just creates how is a small school ever going to get a player, Hick?
Yeah. Well,
how are you ever going to choose Kansas over Oklahoma ever again? It's not happening a ton, but how will you ever do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting. Speaking of college sports, I was looking. I just want to make a quick point about college basketball. I was looking. I don't have it in front of me, but I was looking. Somebody put out the way too early top 25 after everything, and Gonzaga's number 1, and that's fine. And
Gonzaga, Villanova, the two teams.
Is that okay? And then they had Florida at number 21.
That's ESPN's then.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, CBS does not have Florida in their rankings.
Okay. And then,
by the way, June 15th is the date that players have to announce whether they're staying in the draft or not. And that's important for Florida because they got 2 guys in that limbo.
Oh, it's June 15th?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Nembhard and Trey Mann.
I think Trey Mann's leaving either way. That's the word on the street. Which, whatever.
Yeah,
I think they'd miss Nembhard. I think Florida's going to go where Florida goes next year if Nembhard and Mann
One of the
stay
positives about losing Nembhard and
Mann.
No, the big guy.
Blackshear.
How quickly we forget is that they'll be able to go back to a little more up-tempo.
Yeah.
Florida was a slow team.
I think what has jumped out here from this 2020 the recruiting classes are also finalized and named yesterday, and Florida's like 34th. That ain't going to cut it, Mike White. To win at Florida, it was proven from Billy Donovan, dude. If you're going to win at Florida, you better be pumping out top 5 recruiting classes. It's too hard to win without them. Now, he had the one great class last year, and it's, didn't really live up to it per se.
Yeah.
And he had a pretty good class with Keontae Johnson and Nembhard in that group, but 34th at Florida. Now, he had a smaller class. One thing the Florida coaches have been good at, both of them, Mike White and particularly Dan. Dan Mullen's been a B-plus recruiter. He's the A-plus portal guy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dan Mullen would probably be at the top of the list.
Let me finish this college basketball thought. So, anyway, so Florida's 21. Gonzaga was 1. FSU 24. If I'm an FSU fan, and I know you guys, there's not a ton of you out there, but I mean, I hate to stick up for the Noles. Far be it from me. But my God, what more do we have to do to get our names in the top 10 every year? I mean, 3 straight years we have been really, really good. I mean, ACC regular season, 29 wins, Elite 8 runs. I mean, I know they're losing some guys, but they've been losing guys every year. They're bringing in one of the top.
Scotty Barnes is
Scotty Barnes is, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, well, not quite that high, but he's a top 10 guy.
Yeah, so
But they did lose their 2 best players after a season after losing their 2 best players, a season after losing their 2 best players.
Yeah.
And I think the assumption is, well, you're not Duke. You don't have 8 5-stars sitting in waiting.
That Walker kid was really good as a freshman last year, right? He was a freshman last year.
2 years ago. He's a junior, I think.
And he's out. So I'll be curious to see. I don't know. We watch FSU basketball, and every night there's a different guy who leads the team in scoring.
100%.
So to me, they got some sort of depth there.
Let's be clear. I'm not arguing here, devil's advocate. I would agree that Florida State has earned a designation in the top 15, and for sure they shouldn't be
behind Florida
in any right. Not in a basketball poll.
Yeah,
not now and not for a while.
I just pointing that out. Anyway, all right, cruising along here on a Friday.
Still have to see what's trending before we're done on this Friday, and much more. It's an All-American Friday brought to you by All-American Roll-Off and Recycling.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here because you're competitive too.
Get in here! I got one thing to say. This is when the big dogs come out. Okay? So you can't roll with the big dogs. Stay on the board.
Where competition is king. 1010XL.
Great news. Diamonds Direct is back, open, ready to help you celebrate your love like never before. The team's in place, the necessary precautions are there, and the showcases are jam-packed. And listen, starting today, Diamonds Direct is helping in a big way with their most aggressive finance offer ever. It's 5 years, zero interest financing. Nothing down on any purchase, man. 60 months, zero interest on anything and everything. All certified diamonds, all designer rings, all fashion jewelry, all earrings, pendants, bands, bracelets. If you had to delay the engagement or the wedding or that anniversary or that birthday celebration, Diamonds Direct is there to help. Starting today, spread your payments out over 5 years with zero interest. So imagine a $6,000 designer ring for $100 a month. A $3,000 pair of earrings for $50 a month. At Diamonds Direct, and love is the most essential thing in our lives, now more than ever. So come see Diamonds Direct. Open Memorial Day as well. Get details, store hours, and directions at diamondsdirect.com.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie. I love that feeling when the weekend hits and it's sale time at Winn-Dixie. Oh, and my wallet can feel these wins, too. Friday through Monday only, 24 packs of Bud, Miller, Coors, and Yuengling are just $17.99 each. The price is hot, but that beer isn't. Oh, nice! And Georgia peaches are just $1.29 a pound. Local always wins. TGIWS. Thank goodness it's the weekend sale. Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win. Prices valid Friday the 22nd through Monday the 25th only with Winn-Dixie Rewards. See store for details.
All offers are with approved credit and not a conjunction. See dealer for complete details. Drive forward.
With inventories up and prices down, car buying has never been easier. When you buy at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington. Shop online and have your new car, truck, or SUV delivered to your home or office.
It's just that easy.
If you prefer to come to the dealership, we're dedicated to provide you with a clean and safe environment. Get your price and payment in 10 minutes or less. Drive a new Ram truck and save up to $14,000 off MSRP. Get 0% for 72 months. Make no payments for 120 days.
See our inventory at #1CJD.com.
Drive a brand new Jeep Renegade from just $199 a month. Bad credit? No credit? Our goal is 100% credit approval all month long. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington, 9600 Atlantic Boulevard.
Across from the Regency Square Mall.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On May 22nd, 1994, Toronto, scheduled to enter the NBA as an expansion franchise in 1995 and 96, unveiled Raptors as the team's nickname.
Tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops with their Memorial Day sale happening May 22nd through the 25th. All Nike golf shoes are 25% off. Score an epic deal on Callaway's Epic Flash Driver, now only $349. Save big with the G400 driver, now only $249. Remember, the more you buy, the more you save, and receive up to 25% off all apparel. Edwin Watts Golf Shops Memorial Day sale happening May 22nd and May 25th. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee, serving golfers since 1968.
Coach Jason Christie here with the Jacksonville Icemen. Hockey is a tough sport, and our athletes sometimes get hurt. That's when we send them to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Their fellowship-trained doctors are the best in the business.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Instant Keys specializes in creating replacement automotive keys, even when all the originals are lost or broken. Instant Keys provides expert service for nearly every foreign and domestic vehicle, including the high-end luxury models like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti. With Instant Keys, you'll get dealership-level service at a fraction of the cost without the dealership hassles. If you need honest, professional locksmith service, call the best around. Instant Keys, 722-1111.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I don't know about you, but I need a haircut. I'm so glad that the Old School Barbershop is back open, ready for business, and ready for you. Walk-ins even accepted at the Old School Barbershop, although I would advise that you go ahead and make an appointment with 3 locations around town and an awesome setup. The Old School Barbershop is going to take you back in time, to a time where you could get your hair cut. So visit the Old School Barbershop right now. Go ahead and make your plans for the next few days. Clean up that shaggy mess, and I'll see you. I will see you at the Old School Barbershop.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Beef has come up with a terrific new game in this time of the year where we're waiting on our active sports to return. We're doing a lot of reminiscing. We're doing a lot of forecasting, projecting, prognosticating, memory laning. And
Penny laning.
Part of that, Beef has come up with a new game we call the franchise. Beef, tell us how it works.
I'm using Google's random number generator, and I'm firing off about the last 30 years or so, 30, 40 years, and we're going back. We're identifying one of the greater teams of a random year, a champion team.
So any champion team between basically 80 and now.
80 and now. We're going back. We're cranking it up. The music should give you a context clue of where we're going here.
This sounds like, what, mid-'80s?
This is 1987.
Okay.
We're firing it back. The random number generator gave me 1987.
That's college years for me. That's my worst. That's my worst little era for keeping up with all the sports college.
We had a lot of great teams to choose from in 1987 in sports.
Okay.
Yeah, we could have gone with the Stanley Cup champion Edmonton Oilers. They won a 7-game series over the Philadelphia Flyers. We could have gone to the Super Bowl, the New York Giants in 1987, your Super Bowl champ.
All right.
The Lakers were champions of the NBA, but we just did the Lakers yesterday. So, guys, I've gone to the World Series.
Okay.
Where in a 7-game set, the Minnesota Twins were your world champions. Ooh. They defeated the St. Louis Cardinals in 7 games, guys.
Okay.
7 games. I've gone to Baseball Reference. You know you love it. I've sorted the players by WAR.
We almost.
What is it good for?
We almost should. And then Beef would have to be trusted to be kind of the gatekeeper for this. There almost should be like an over-under place. That way we win or lose this thing. We put a little gumption into it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look,
like on that team, you ought to be able to name, as for what we ought to be able to name, 8 guys, shouldn't we? 7 if we're any good?
I'm looking at, I'm breaking them down by WAR, the players by WAR.
When did you play the Twins, 91?
I would say.
I can get a lot of this.
Is that Herbie and Puckett?
They're on that team too.
Okay.
I would say a fair estimate would say for you guys to get, I would put the over-under at 6.5.
Okay.
Herbie and Puckett.
I think Herbeck and Puckett are on that team.
Yeah.
All right.
They had the 3rd and 4th highest WARs, 2nd and 3rd amongst position players.
All right. Also, was
second
Paul Molitor on that team? You think? I think he was on. He wasn't on the '91 team. I don't think
he was not on that.
I don't think so.
He wasn't on that team.
What about the dude who played at?
How about Dan Gladden?
Well, he was on the 91 team. How about the dude?
Dan Gladden was on that team, Jeff.
Okay, good.
That'll help you with the over-under.
What about the dude who, Gator, Lombardozzi.
Lombardozzi's on that
Steve
team.
Lombardozzi is on that team with a 1.3 WAR.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, how about, was Jack Morris on that team then, or no?
I think he's on the Tigers still, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jack Morris is not on that club.
Yeah. Who's on the staff? We got to get some.
Viola. Frank Viola's on that
Frank
team.
Viola was your World Series MVP.
Yeah.
And Burt Blyleven was on that team.
Burt Blyleven also at the age of 36. He was just about done. Viola and Blyleven, your highest WAR guys. Viola doubled everybody. 8.1 WAR for Viola.
Did we just go over the 6.5, by the way? Or
I think you did. I think you've blown past it.
Yeah. Take that, Googans.
What about?
No, they had that. Who's that black-haired guy that played third base? I can't. Say Mike Lowell. It's not Lowell. It's
Who's the guy who hit the walk-off against you at the no-name pinch hit Land or?
That's it. That's the same guy I'm trying to think of. It's
But I don't know. He was a big player anyway. He wasn't a.
What about the closer? Is that Joe Nathan back
That's
then?
what I would have guessed, but.
That before
Joe
him.
Nathan, that's way before Joe.
Before him.
What about all right, let's think short and second. Who would have played short and second?
Gladden
for the
played
Twins?
second, right? Or was he a
Gladden
center
was
fielder?
an outfielder, wasn't he? Short and second.
87. They beat. Did they beat
to
the
your
Cardinals?
Point, so to your point, Herbeck played primarily at first, like you said.
Yeah.
I don't think you named the second baseman yet.
No, I don't think so.
Lombardozzi wasn't the second baseman.
Lombardozzi, according to this, played 133 games at second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so second.
I'm sorry. Third base you haven't named yet.
Okay.
Third you haven't named. As far as short goes, you have a name short, you have a name third.
Do we know short?
Do we know these players?
You know both these guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
The shortstop was 25 at the time. Had a 3.9 WAR for that club. The third baseman played 150 games at third.
Wow.
For the Twins.
150 games at third. Oh, it was Gagne. No?
Gagne was short.
Okay, so we got Greg Gagne.
Yes. Same initials, though.
GG?
I
just got the shortstop. There's no celebrating, no nothing.
That was good. That was good.
Gagne's the guy I was trying to
Gagne
think
was
of,
the
by the way,
shortstop at
whose hair,
25.
brown hair and starts with L. It was
Third
Gagne.
baseman's GG.
Third base, GG.
All right, hold on. Greg. No.
No, it's not a Greg.
Is there a short? Is it a ski?
No.
Is it a Latin player?
No. He was a 28-year-old American right-hander.
Okay, that's a World Series team. GG.
World Series.
George.
Champion. He was the ALCS MVP, guys.
What in the hell, dude?
Oh, no.
The ALCS MVP third baseman for the Twins.
Yes.
So now where is he on the WAR list, by the way?
He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th on the WAR list.
Just
2.4
he just had a great ALCS. That's not. Does that
Right.
is the
Now,
is that indicative of his talent level?
I think he's remembered as a pretty decent player. He's a career.
he's lying. He's
a career 255 hitter. He hit 360 home runs in his career.
360.
Garmin Gillibrew.
It is not.
Is it?
It's not Garmin Gillibrew?
No.
How about Goni Goliva?
No.
Bro.
God Guru.
In all seriousness, dude had 370 home runs. This is an
we know
abject
it.
embarrassment.
Oh, no,
what
we-
we're
we-
doing right now.
The guy you're looking for is Gary Gaetti.
Gary Gaetti, so easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Gary Gaetti.
All right, give us a rest.
Also on that team.
We went over. That's all we need to know.
Did you guys said Bernaski, right?
No.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't. Okay, Tom Bernaski
Yeah, we
was
said
7th on that team in WAR.
Uh-huh.
Les Straker.
No, don't
Don't know him.
Steve Lombardozo, as you
him.
said. Dan Gladden, Jeff Reardon.
Jeff
Jeff Reardon was the closer.
Met.
Yeah.
Brave.
Old guys on that team, veterans. Don Baylor at 38 hanging out on that team
Yeah,
for a little
okay.
bit.
All right.
Billy Bean also hanging out on that team.
Didn't know he was even on that team.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's
Managed
fun.
by Tom Kelly. Fun fact about that World Series, all 7 games won by the home club.
Tom Kelly, by the way, 2 world championships.
Man, the Twins love doing that all games won by the home team bit. That's what they did against us in '91. Beef, dial up Joe Butler over there at Black Creek Outfitters before we close up this segment. So that was fun. Major League Baseball.
That's a tough one. I don't remember watching a lot of the Twins Cardinals. It just
that came to me relative. Now I will admit I was giving a lot of just what I remember from the '91 series.
Right.
But Gary Gaetti, that's a terrible
Yeah, we
miss.
should've
That's one of the better known players on that team.
Yeah.
After Herbeck and Puckett, Gaetti's the next
And we
best.
should have named Tom Kelly. We knew that, but we didn't.
Oh, I knew the manager.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Sure it does.
For the over?
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know.
hell yeah.
We gotta have a group.
You going to name the Edmonton Oilers coach?
Glenn Sather. Huh? I didn't like that one, tough guy.
By the way, your closer, Jeff, because you mentioned it, Jeff Reardon was the closer.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
I shut down his hockey. Snobbery. He's got some hockey snobbery
A
on me.
little bit.
I'll shut him down on
He's
it.
an East Coast elitist.
Every now and then, I'll get one. He'll be like, "What?" Let's bring in my man Joe Butler. Hey, Joe. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Doing very good. I assure you, like everyone, glad to see some of the restrictions lifted and people feeling a little bit more comfortable and safe getting out and about. And you know what I did last weekend, Joe? I've never done before. I paddleboarded.
Did you have fun?
Yeah. Now it wasn't on a. Well, here's why I say that. Because I think we took a dude's trip into the woods over in the Panhandle around Bluntstown. We stayed on the Chipola River, and the guy who has a place over there had kayaks and paddleboard. I prefer a kayak personally. The paddleboard was okay. I'm not saying I didn't have fun. It's exercise, man.
Oh, it is.
A paddleboard because you got to really keep you have to keep tight from basically your knees to your abdomen to kind of keep your balance, and it was especially when it's your first time. But I did stay standing the entire time. No wipeouts, and I went, I don't know, half mile maybe.
Well, Jeff, I mean, it does hit every muscle from basically your neck down.
It does. I was surprised.
Because you got to hold yourself in alignment and stuff like that. The thing that happens, the more you're on a paddleboard, though, the more you get relaxed, and and that
I could see
tension
that
you were describing starts to go away.
Yeah.
And you're not burning that energy to just hold yourself in alignment as much because you're a lot more relaxed. I always when we're talking about teaching classes to people in paddleboarding, tell me, did you feel a little bit like the gorilla because you were trying to grip the board with your feet?
No, I was okay on the feet part. Were okay. It was the back and forth. I think if I could have found my exact fulcrum middle where I could have stood without feeling like I was, really for almost the entire time, except just here and there, maybe when I was coming back downstream and it was slow moving, I could relax a little. But I felt I was always kind of battling, not putting too much weight on one side or the other. So I didn't really have to grip so much with my feet. I didn't feel like I was doing that, at least, but I may have been.
Okay. Well, that's the one advantage of coming out to Black Creek is you can try all this stuff out before you buy it. We also have instruction. I know that our class on Sunday for stand-up paddleboarding, we'll have to get you in, Jeff, so that we can get you out.
Yeah, I'll do that one day. Sure, that'd be fun.
Yeah, get relaxed. Bring your lovely wife out too. Do a class on at Black Creek and try some different stuff out, and maybe you'll be like, oh God, this is it. This is the secret for me to working out is like doing it outside, on the water as opposed to feeling like you got to go inside to the gym or anything like that. And so, perfect segue into, we've got some paddleboard specials from SIC and Oxbow. So if you come into the store and you want to look at some different boards that are perfect for people that are looking at their first paddleboard, because they're super durable. They're designed with the person who, you may hit a log if you're paddling on Johnson Creek, or you may run into an oyster bed if you're on the intercoastal. And these boards are tough enough that you're not going to ding them up. You're just going to kind of stuff them up, and therefore you're not going to have to do anything to repair them or anything like that. But they still look real good, and they paddle great. So that's the advantage of coming to Black Creek, right? We're going to instruct you, but we're also going to let you try the stuff out before you buy it, and then we're going to show you how to get it onto your car, transport it, use it, deal. So had a session yesterday where some guys were trying to figure out how they were loading kayaks up on top of their car, and we were just moving car racks, stuff from my staff's. Each person on my staff has got cars at a little bit different level, and so we were trying to mimic what a couple customers' car, the height of their car, so they could see how they were going to load their kayaks up on there. And everybody walked away smiling, especially my wife, because she was came back in. She said, "Joe, took some pictures. It looked like you were holding cord out there." I was like, "Well, there's 3 or 4 people trying to figure out how to do stuff. It's nice to be able to show it to them," and they all asked great questions. So it was almost like we were doing a class on how to load your kayak onto your car. So it was fun.
Well, just one of the many ways they can help you over at Black Creek Outfitters. You can stop and see Joe. Are you guys back to open? What are we at as far as our restrictions? Or are we still in full? What are we?
The great thing about Black Creek is we've got a 14,000 square foot building.
Yeah.
So
plenty of space
in our store to walk around, and we've over the years we've gone from being pretty cluttered when it comes to racks to being a little bit more open because we've got a lot more kayaks and paddleboards and stuff in there, and it just sets itself up to have a little bit more spacing inside the store. So we're restricting, but our capacity is so high that we don't bump into we wouldn't bump into that restriction unless we were having an event with like 70 or 80 people in our store, which we don't have. We don't have any of those planned for those reasons right now. But we're doing a lot of cleaning, using a lot of bleach, a lot of bleach wipes, a lot of hand sanitizer, and making sure we're doing little things like wiping stuff down and also sanitizing all the pens and stuff every morning and having a couple different jars, clean pens, dirty pens, so that you're not worried about that part of it. But it's generally speaking, everybody has been very respectful of each other's rights. There's people that walk in with masks on, and there's people that don't walk in with masks on, and some people ask us to wear masks, and some people say that they can't hear me through the mask. And so we're just trying to all be very cognizant of each other's, rights and stuff like that, and be very, very helpful at the same time.
All right. Well, it sounds smart. There's has been a lot of talk out there, getting out and sunshine and exercise can do nothing but help, and they'll get you started at Black Creek Outfitters. Have a great weekend, Joe. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
You bet. There he goes. Joe Butler, Black Creek Outfitters, right over there in the town center area. The Edge Group wants to buy your house right now. If you need to sell your house, then what do? we call the Edge Group, where we get a cash offer and close in as little as 10 days. Don't waste another day letting your house sit on the market. Beat the rush, get your home sold for the most money, and put cash in your pocket right now. So whether your property's old, whether it's new, maybe needs repairs, the Edge Group doesn't care. They'll buy it and won't charge you a penny in commission. So don't wait. Right now is the best time to sell, protect your equity, and your future. Call the Edge Group now and get an all-cash offer. Call 474-5851. No one helps more homeowners get more money than the Edge Group. So call now at 474-5851. There is no obligation. There is no risk. Call the Edge Group today, and you can see what your home is worth. And when you do, it comes with an all-cash offer. Get that offer today from the Edge Group. Call 474-5851. It's the Edge Group at Keller Williams Realty.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
We've all faced difficult times, and you deserve a break. That's why we created our exclusive Beaver Cares campaign to help stimulate our local economy and offer you unprecedented savings. No payments for 6 months, $1,000 cash back, 0% financing, and up to $6,000 more for your trade. Plus, with the purchase of every vehicle, you will support a local business and receive a $200 gift card of your choice. Visit beavercares.com for more information on how you can support the recovery of our community together.
Court Booth here with Armored Gutter Exteriors and Gutter Helmet. Our family wants to thank all of our first responders during this pandemic. Now it's time to get back to work. We're looking for a few hardworking people to join our team. We need in-home sales professionals and also need help in our production department. Do you have experience in gutter installation, retractable awnings, or screens? Must be dependable with a good driving record. So call us today at 762-7779. Armored Gutter Exteriors and Gutter Helmet. We are Duval Strong.
Hicken here. Need help cleaning and sanitizing your home? Give Zero Res a call. Zero Res is on the front lines when it comes to fighting against germs and viruses. Zero Res has been providing a cleaner and healthier living environment in Jacksonville homes for more than 15 years. Zero Res, spelled forwards or backwards, man. It's the right way to clean.
Blue here for Streamsong Golf Resort and Spa. Played the Black Course, which Golf Week ranked as the third best course in the state of Florida. I played Streamsong many times, and there's nothing like it. Golf Digest gave Streamsong the 2020 award for the best golf resort. Stay and play packages are available. Several restaurants, spa, pool, fishing, sporting clays, perfect for your golfing buddies or the whole family. Call Streamsong today at 863-428-1000 or go to streamsongresort.com.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jet Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All-American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
Suffering from 21st century disorder, a condition that can be triggered by excessive traffic, cat videos on social media, or lots of annoying people? Get the natural cure. Freedom Boat Club. This disorder comes on quickly in a traffic jam or at the checkout line when that person in front who left 67 items on the counter to double check the sale price of a bag of donuts. This disorder can be the leading cause of stress, anxiety, uncontrolled outbursts of profanity, or even excessive bar tabs. Experiencing the symptoms of 21st century disorder? Call your doctor immediately. Ask about Freedom Boat Club.
When my doctor prescribed Freedom Boat Club, I didn't realize how much it would change my life. I still run into annoying people. I just don't care anymore.
If you don't like having fun, sunbathing, or breathing fresh air, then Freedom Boat Club isn't for you. Let your doctor know if you experience any side effects such as excessive smiling, a sudden suntan, or the desire to listen to old Jimmy Buffett tunes. But if you're tired of the effects of 21st century disorder, don't delay. Call Freedom Boat Club today. Your peace of mind just might depend on it.
In 1919, my great-grandfather founded Catlin as a Studebaker dealership, and now we're the oldest truck accessory store in the U.S. This is Keith Catlin, and I'm proud to be the fourth-generation owner. If you need anything for your truck, van, or SUV, come see us. From Lear toppers to roll-and lock bed covers to trailer hitches and everything in between. Let us take care of all your accessory needs. Quality counts at Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you.
every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Let it breathe. We're back. It is an All-American Friday, brought to you by All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. So that's JB Coxwell Company. If you're a contractor, construction foreman, you want your job site to look as professional as your client, and that's what happens when you use All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. They're going to leave it looking just like that with new cans and new trucks and much more.
Our Joe Poll question of the day presented by the Edge Group. Need to sell your property fast, residential, commercial? Call them at 904-474-5851. Look, Lawrence and Fields are the two faves to win the Heisman Trophy, but I went the next four in order. Now, some of you are sending in Trask and Sam Howell, and I get those guys. But Vegas odds-wise, I said pick one of the next four with the best odds. It was Newman, Rattler, Ellinger, and Mac Jones was a bunch of guys at 20-1. And I picked Mac because he's from Jacksonville. So, anyway, Sam Ellinger. Is it Ellinger or Ellinger? I always get it wrong. Leads the way at 30.9. Spencer Rattler, though, 28.2. They're hot on the Oklahoma quarterback. Spencer Rattler, I watched a lot of him in high school. He was, I think, in Arizona. But my son likes that QB1 show or whatever it was on Showtime where you follow the high school quarterbacks. There's like 3 or 4 of them. And he was one that they followed one year. So, anyway, he goes to Oklahoma. He'll take over there for Boomer Sooner this year.
B, can I get pop quiz music, please?
Oh, let's do it.
NASCAR is the one sport that is coming back. I wish I was a bigger NASCAR fan because, man, they're just getting overrun with races. There's like another 4 or 5 cup races by the middle of June. I mean, these jokers are going to run 3 times every 8 days for 2 or 3 weeks here.
Okay.
But we had a bit of a milestone when Denny Hamlin won.
Denny Hamlin.
He became... That was the Wednesday night race, right? Yeah, because Harvick had won on Sunday.
Yeah.
So when Denny Hamlin won the other day, he jumped up to a tie for 19th all-time in wins.
Oh.
But that's nothing to do with anything.
Damn it.
He's also the sole holder of number 4 in wins among active drivers. I need the rest of the top 5. Active driving. Jimmy's number 1 because he's way up there at the top. Let me get some exact numbers for folks. Jimmie Johnson has 83 wins, which is 1 win shy of the top 5 and a tie for 4th with Waltrip and Allison. By the way, a win it does not look like Jimmie Johnson will get. I believe he's up to almost 100 races now without a victory.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. Jimmie Johnson's having a terrible. Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
riding it out.
Yeah. I know Bush.
You got to do better than that for me.
It's I know this. It's Kyle.
Kyle Busch is 9th all time, 2nd on the active list.
9th all time.
56 wins. Just passed Rusty Wallace when this year.
Now, so who do I got so far?
2. You got Jimmie Johnson, number 1. You got Kyle Busch, number 2. I told you Denny Hamlin moved into 4th, so you need 3rd and 5th. All active race wins in NASCAR.
Well, Harvick has to be one of them.
Does he? He's 3rd. Active. He has 50 wins, which would put him tied for 12th.
Oh, I think I know it.
Yeah, this will be your last one. This is the hardest of them, but it's gettable.
I would guess.
By the way, this guy was tied with Denny Hamlin, and Hamlin moved past him when he won earlier this week.
I'm gonna guess.
I'll be very impressed if you get this one. You can look at the drivers.
No, I got a name, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna guess Keselowski.
That's not a bad guess. Let me see where he is. That's not the answer. Let me see if he – no, next, Keselowski, though, would be – that's 5th. He would be 7th. He has 30 wins.
There's 2 more ahead of him?
There's 2 ahead of him. One, you had a previous answer that would apply.
Oh, it's the Busch?
It's another Busch. Kurt Busch is 26th.
How many does he have?
31.
How many does Keselowski have?
30.
Oh, okay. Kurt Busch has...
Yeah. Kurt Busch was better than Kyle Busch in the beginning, don't forget.
He did a lot of winning early on.
Kurt, I don't know if you remember this, and I don't mean to be NASCAR fan now all of a sudden.
guy.
I'm pretty sure Kurt Busch won a points title.
Yes.
No? Or is that Kyle that's done that a couple times?
Kyle hasn't won Daytona.
I think Kurt Busch.
Oh, I think Kurt got one. I think you're right. I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure he got a couple.
Back in the 2000s. Remember, it was Kurt Busch. You had the wacky veteran
Spy.
girlfriend, the
The
spy.
spy.
That was him. I mean, Kurt Busch was at the beginning was better. He must be older. Didn't Kurt? He may not. I may be NASCAR fan. Must be
maybe
like
not.
Prosser's an idiot.
Yeah, he was a Cup Series champion in 2004.
All right, that's a win. I'll take that. That's good enough for me.
And
You're
who
still
am I
missing number
missing?
5. You're missing number 5. You now, having said Keselowski and Busch, I think you should get it. Oh, what happened to this guy? I haven't seen him. What happened to Carl Edwards? Is he still racing?
No.
What did he do? Did he just
retired.
retired?
Yeah.
He's not that old, is he?
Now, I would throw this name out because this guy just came out of retirement.
That's it. You got him.
Oh, okay. To take over for racist guy who got fired.
Correct.
Racist guy got fired in
Kyle
Kenseth.
Larson. Matt Kenseth.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
Oh, okay.
He has 40
Well,
wins.
that's kind of a trick. 'Cause
Well,
I don't have him in my head.
You know what? It is again. This shows
That's good.
This shows the height of my NASCAR knowledge.
You thought he was still doing it?
Sure. I saw him
Okay.
racing on Wednesday. I
Yeah.
didn't know he was the
He
replacement
just
guy.
came back.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's replacement.
I heard them say that, but I didn't realize that he was the Kyle Larson replacement. But yeah, anyway, there you go, NASCAR fan. Who says we never talk NASCAR? It's an All-American Friday. We make the turn for home with hour number 4 coming up. Hick thinks it's hour number 3. We still have to see what's trending and much more right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. The home of the home team you grew up with.
Looking for Jimmy in the end zone. Touchdown Jaguars! Touchdown Jaguars! Touchdown Jaguars!
1010XL.
Diamonds Direct celebrates the reopening of our local economy with our most amazing offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing with no money down on anything and everything. Yes! Now for a limited time, including Memorial Day, Diamonds Direct